LeBron James is known as one of the best players ever to touch a basketball, having won 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, 4-time regular season MVPs, and this is just a small fraction of what he's accomplished throughout his long 18-year career in the NBA. In a typical LeBron James daily routine, we see the 4-time MVP stick to an intense regimen which balances intense training as well as quality sleep, nutrition, and recovery techniques, which have led him to sustained performances on the court at 36 years old, well past the peak age for most basketball players. What is up, guys? My name is Dragan, and in today's video, I show you a day in the life of LeBron James. Before we get started, just make sure to subscribe and click on the bell next to the subscribe button so that you never miss new videos like this coming out every weekend. So to start off the day, LeBron wakes up at around 5 a.m. every day after getting at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep, and immediately after waking up, he drinks 2 full glasses of water. When it comes to the choice of breakfast, in a 2018 interview with Tim Ferriss, LeBron took listeners through an example of what he eats.
Yesterday I had a egg white omelet with with smoked salmon and gluten-free pancakes with just berries. That was my breakfast.
But according to his former teammate Tristan Thompson, LeBron doesn't seem to eat so healthy after all. To quote Thompson directly, ask him what he eats for breakfast. He has like 5 French toast, drowns it in syrup with strawberries and bananas. Then he has like a 4-egg omelet, and then he just goes and just dunks on somebody. It doesn't make sense. I think that it's a little bit of both worlds, as LeBron, eats mostly healthy food with an occasional cheat meal, but I wouldn't necessarily think that he eats junk food all the time because, it would hinder his athletic performance. But nevertheless, I added this part because it was quite funny when I read it, so it might be funny for you as well. After finishing his first meal of the day, LeBron goes on to work out, and according to business partner Maverick Carter, James spends about $1.5 million a year for his body, which is quite crazy when you think about it, but it seems to pay off because his longevity is quite unmatched. So where does this money go exactly? The better question is, where doesn't it go? Not only does King James deck out his personal home gym with high quality equipment, he explores every mode of physical fitness that modern science can muster. One of those modes is biomechanics, which studies the effect of mechanical laws as they relate to the structure of physical organisms. Utilizing proper biomechanics is quite important because it prevents you from getting injuries, but also it aids you in your recovery if you're, injured. Of course, not all of us have the resources and money to actually, buy high performance compression gear, personal chambers, and special machines. Thankfully, the LeBron James workout includes some exercises that can be done basically anywhere. This includes core exercises, high intensity strength training, yoga, meditation, and Pilates. In an interview with Men's Health, LeBron's longtime trainer Mike Mankias breaks down his training routine. Pre-training, Mankias will make sure LeBron has had some quality sleep the night before and fueled up with a pre-workout shake about 30 minutes prior to, his workout. Then he does some foam rolling on his quads, calves, hamstrings, and his lower back. LeBron's workout routine will mostly include some cardio to warm up and strength training exercises such as inverted rows, landmine rotational press, lunges, and core work. Outside of his usual basketball practice and strength and conditioning work, LeBron also enjoys yoga, Pilates, using the VersaClimber, and 100-yard sprints on the football field. After his individual workout, LeBron goes to the Lakers gym and does his usual basketball practice with his team, which consists of shoot-arounds, drills, and some team basketball. After that, he recovers, usually with some ice baths and massages, and goes on to meditate using the Calm app, and then he takes a nap.
For lunch, I had whole wheat pasta, salmon, and vegetables.
When it's game time, LeBron usually eats.
And right before the game, I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And at halftime, I had sliced apples with almond butter on top. Right after the game, Mike gave me a protein shake to put in my system right after. I downed that right after the game last night.
And an interesting habit that he developed throughout the course of his career is actually reading books. And I quote, "It just slows my mind down. It just gives me another outlet. Throughout the playoffs, all you think about is basketball. All you want to do is play basketball. But at the same time, it can become a lot. It can come to a point where it's overloading the mind and you think about it too much. The reading gave me an opportunity to, just for those couple of hours of the day or those 20-25 minutes before the game, just give me an opportunity to read and think about something else and get a sense of what else is going on besides the game of basketball. It's really made me comfortable. When he's away during his post-game flights, he flushes out toxins and contracts his muscles with the help of an electrostimulation machine, which aids him in his recovery.
For dinner, I had chicken parm with a rocket salad and a beautiful glass of Cabernet.
When it comes to sleep, LeBron usually goes to bed at around 8 to 9 p.m. He has long recognized the benefits of getting enough sleep, and he typically averages 12 hours of sleep a day, including the naps that I mentioned before.
So Mike, I'd love to hear your thoughts on sleep. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and it would seem to be a very important potential asset for someone who is taxing his body as much as LeBron is.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we've always learned, and we always told LeBron about the body does recover and it heals itself while we're asleep, while we reach our REM sleep and our deep sleep. So any athlete, and you don't have to be a professional athlete, whatever athlete at whatever level, you can be a businessman, a doctor, lawyer, etc. You need your sleep, guys, and you must sleep in order to recover from whatever it is, either playing an NBA game or a big night or a big day in the courtroom, in the hospital room or whatever. Sleeping is when the body heals itself. So it's very, very important.
Are there any particular techniques or tools or recommendations that you found to be helpful with athletes, or that you've tested and found effective?
Yeah, without giving everybody all of our secrets, right? Number one is be very, very comfortable, in that room. Just create an environment. For us, it's always, for LeBron, it's always in his hotel room, making sure the temperature is set at a particular, probably 68 to 70 degrees is probably optimal. Mm-hmm. Making sure the room is completely dark. You have no distractions. Trying to turn off, your
electronics,
all your electronics,
TVs, all that stuff,
your televisions, your phones, etc. Just turn everything off. Probably half hour to 45 minutes before you actually, want to go to sleep, and just really committing yourself to that. We all love to scroll on the internet and our social media accounts at night, to catch up on everything. But you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your recovery, just to commit to just creating an environment. The room at an optimal temperature, a dark room. A comfortable bed, etc. And some people even use sleep apps, like soft music or
I love a nice sleep app. I do.
Oh yeah.
What do you use LeBron currently, or what do?
It's an app called Calm, actually, that I use. Yeah, and I'm the guy who picks rain on leaves.
This may sound weird to you, said James when asked about his daily routine, but for my entire career, I've taken a nap for the most part every day and for sure on game days. So the main takeaway is that if you're an entrepreneur or an athlete who wants to, perform to its absolute best, then take LeBron James's, sleeping routine so that you can max out your performance. What surprised you the most about LeBron's day-to-day life? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to, subscribe and click on the bell next to the subscribe button because it helps out my channel, and also leave a like. And yeah, that's basically it. Love y'all and see you in the next video.